Just mention the next match at Turf Moor, Football League Championship game against Leeds United. That takes place next Saturday with a 12:30 kick-off. Just to announce it's a 12:30 kick-off next Saturday. Before we run through the teams, just to mention a press release for you. Burnley have added a new face to their squad in time for today's game with AFC Bournemouth, with Welsh international winger John Oster signing for the club.
So FA Cup 4th round, Burnley against AFC Bournemouth. Let's quickly go through the sides. Brian Jensen in goal, 8 clean sheets and 11 for him. Still a fantastic record despite that defeat last week at Cardiff. In defence, right to left, Sinclair, McGreal, Cahill and Camara. Tony Grant will sit in front of the back four. Then in midfield, the new signing, John Oster. He's 26 years of age. He had his contract terminated at Sunderland this week. Steve Cotterill hasn't wasted any time. He's signed the Welsh international up until the end of the season. Graham Branch will play on the left-hand side. Great goal for him in the reserves in midweek. Micah, Hyde and Richard Chaplow either side of Grant. Ian Moore up front. It could be that Branch might play up there as well. And Wednesday's tryout in the reserves just to try and emphasise that. And Danny Coyne on the bench. Lee Roche, Matty O'Neill, Joel Pilkington and John Louis Valois. Didn't quite look 100% last week at Cardiff. But for Bournemouth, Neil Moss, the former Southampton keeper, in goal. Stephen Purches at right back. Warren Cummings, the Scottish international, at left back. Karl Broadhurst and Shaun Maher in the middle of defence. Then in midfield, Wade Elliott on the right-hand side. Garreth O'Connor on the left-hand side. Brian Stock, Marcus Browning and John Spicer in the middle of midfield. Stock's back from suspension. Spicer signed from Arsenal, got his first goal for the club at Ewood in that Carling Cup win. Up front, James Hayter. He created a record last season, got the fastest ever Football League hat-trick, 2 minutes 20 seconds against Wrexham. That's the applause you can hear for the new signing, John Oster. Certainly a very vocal crowd so far. On the bench for Bournemouth, Gareth Stewart, the reserve keeper. Eddie Howe was a long-time Burnley target until he had some unfortunate injuries. Alan Connell, Derek Holmes and the veteran Steve Fletcher. We're almost set to get underway. Phil Dowd, Premiership referee. Burnley in their customary huddle just outside the centre circle. Skipper, of course, Frank Sinclair. He won the cup in '97, losing finalist in '94. But certainly quite an atmosphere. We're seconds away from kick-off. And it'll be Bournemouth to kick off. Right to left. They're defending the David Fishwick stand end. Burnley defending the Jimmy Mack end. Pitch looks a lot drier. Very bare in the middle. John Oster just immediately got a problem with the sun in his eyes down this right-hand side. Bournemouth will get us underway. Beaten Forest Green, Carlisle and Chester to get here. FA Cup 4th round. Only 32 teams left in. And Bournemouth get us underway. Immediately it's gone down that right-hand side. Looking to attack Mo Camara. Branch just providing cover. He's playing in midfield. And Burnley have got a throwing early on. And just a problem between Camara. The Bournemouth lad played on. Mo Camara wasn't happy. And the referee's going to come across and have a word.
Yeah, typical Mo, I think. We've seen that 2 or 3 times already this season where he's been a little overexcited, to say the least.
Yeah, we hadn't played 20 seconds. I think we might have been better leaving that one for the moment. The referee's going to have a word with the two. And I think then it'll be a Burnley throw-in. Phil Dowd making it absolutely clear he's having no nonsense. It's Wade Elliott on that far side with Mo Camara. They shake hands. And Burnley will have themselves a throw. Wade Elliott did play on. Maybe he didn't realise the ball had gone out of play. Mo Camara with the throw. Him towards Branch. Can't win the header though. It'll fall in the middle of the park here for Bournemouth. Cleared easily by Burnley. Ian Moore trying to win the header. Can't do it. Fall here for Oster. Good first touch from Welsh international. Feeds Sinclair. Ball in towards the Burnley box. Ian Moore will jump. Header on. Chaplow chasing it. Is it not behind? It is. It's not behind by Broadhurst. For a Burnley corner. And the Clarets have made a good start.
Yeah, decent touch from Oster to Sinclair. A good early cross from Frank, and Burnley first corner after just a minute and a half.
Yeah, it's going to be swung in here by Tony Grant. It's gone deep. There's a runner from Burnley headed away by Bournemouth. Here's Chaplow. He's looking to feed Grant again. Back heel finds Chaplow, bit of space. Chaplow looked to get across him right-footed, does it? Got a deflection, a wicked one, and it very nearly found its way into the net. It's got a deflection behind. Burnley got another corner. Best possible start for the Clarets. At him straight away.
Yeah, good crossing from Youngwick to Chaplow, and like I say, wicked deflection, could have gone anywhere. Second Burnley corner of the afternoon.
This time John Oster to take it from this right-hand side, so right-footed. He'd be looking to get it away from the keeper. It's gone deeper. Won by McGreal, back inside the box, might fall for Sinclair. Hooked away by Bournemouth. There's an infringement, and Bournemouth can breathe a little easier. They've got themselves a free kick, but it's a full-blooded assault on the Bournemouth goal right from the start.
Yeah, a decent corner from Oster, flicked in, and had the keeper struggling a bit there, and like you say, all guns blazing early doors.
Yeah, straight at him, the Clarets. Elliott's come short for this one. Elliott will pick it up. He's got men going forward. That's a long ball, pumped forward, but Spicer won't get in the end of that. It'll be a Burnley throw-in. 8th in League One. They've got quite a decent record. Away from home, 5 wins, 2 draws, 6 defeats. It's a bit of a mixed bag this season. Branch flicks that on. Chaplow collect it on that far side. Again looking for Ian Moore, but he's knocked it out of play. So it'll be a Bournemouth throw. Again taken quickly. It's gone back here to Maher. Maher back to his keeper. Clearance from Moss. Micah Hyde sporting gloves. And it's not that cold, I didn't think, today. Oster battling away to try and win it down this left-hand side. Clearance forward. Hayter will chase, but it's gone out of play. It'll be a Burnley throw. Going to be taken by a former winner, Frank Sinclair. I imagine he's going to aim for Micah Hyde here. But further on to Chaplow. Might come back to Sinclair. Thought about letting it go out for another throw. It wouldn't get back. Knocked it back to Jensen. Jensen having to take a touch to get it on his left-hand side. Easy clearance in the end. Looking for Branch. Branch jumps well, flicks it on, looking for Ian Moore. But Bournemouth to it first. And Purches with the clearance. It's a Burnley throw. Again taken quick, looking for Ian Moore on the break. Maher did well that time. He's got more work to do here. Can't find his keeper there. He's going to let it go out of play for a goal kick. It's a big day for Bournemouth. We can't afford to even underestimate them slightly.
No, certainly not. I think we saw last round really with Liverpool underestimating us, and like I say, it's not going to be easy for him coming to Turf Moor, where we have a decent record against a side in ourselves who haven't conceded many goals, and that's a big test for these Bournemouth players.
Yeah, big day for Steve Cotterill. I'm afraid his playing career ended at Bournemouth. Nasty cruciate injury. 14 league goals in that 93-94 season, including one at Dean Court against Burnley. As Cummings with the clearance. Work for Cahill. Wins the header. Sinclair trying to help it on, but it's at a Bournemouth player. Here's Hayter. And again, it could just fall here. Looking for Spicer. Burnley need to clear the lines. It'll be Micah Hyde, I think, to do that now. But he can't find his man. Again, it's going to come back in, this time from O'Connor. Kind of trying to take on Chaplow. Chaplow battling away as though his life depended on it. Wins the ball. Here's Oster trying to take his man up. But he hasn't won that one against Cummings. Cummings is a good player. And here's the skipper, Broadhurst, just to knock it back to his keeper. Oster will give chase. Signed until the end of the season. Sunderland terminated his contract this week. Here's Sinclair. One ball forward from him. Oster will chase this. It wasn't a fair match in the air with Broadhurst. Hyde could win it. Just helped it on, in fact, for a Bournemouth player here. Again, looking to try and get down the middle with Marcus Browning. Burnley battling away to win it back. There's Ian Moore. Stabs it wide for Branch. Branch has got Camara on the overlap if he can find him. Going to come inside here is Graham Branch. Camara's on there. It's a good run. Camara, can he clip it back in? There's an offside flag up. That looked a bit harsh, offside on Camara there.
Yeah, I thought it was a good yard onside there, and I think he might have just tweaked something there, Camara, perhaps hamstring.
I That's a shame, isn't it? He was at full pelt. Looks a bit lower than that, doesn't it? Maybe he's holding his right leg a little bit lower down. So Burnley got a problem. They're down to 10 for the moment. Cahill clears the decks, only as far as Elliott. Here's Chaplow chasing this one. Ian Moore will give chase as well, but Maher to it first. Back to his keeper, Moss. Clearance from Moss. Burnley made a good start. We've played 6.5 minutes. It's 0-0. Burnley have had the better of the chances so far. Interesting to see how Camara gets on here. He's back to his feet very gingerly. Burnley battling away in the middle of the park, but it's Marcus Browning that comes away with it. Good sliding challenge from Ian Moore to try and win it back. Ball forward from Purches. Here's John McGreal to win the header. He's found Chaplow. Chaplow helps it on. Nice vision from the Accrington-born lad. He's found Sinclair. Sinclair thought about Oster bombing on, but comes inside himself. Good work from the skipper. Finds Micah Hyde. More Camara making his way back towards the halfway line. I think he's ready to come back on. Tony Grant finds Oster. Bit of space for John Oster. Chips it inside for Grant. Grant on for Hyde. Good football from Burnley. On a difficult surface. Here's John McGreal, just inside his own half. Can have a look up. He's got Branch available. Flicks it on, does Branch, looking for Chaplow. But I think Bournemouth will be ready to get rid of it. It's gone this right-hand side for Elliott. That's where Camara would have normally been. Elliott's having a run at McGreal. Is he caught? He is. That'll be a free kick, and McGreal will go straight in the book here. And that all came about because we were down to 10 men.
Yeah, it certainly did, and I think McGreal thought the player, I think it's Wade Elliott, made a lot of that there. I think he's having a word with the lads, saying he made a lot of that, and the referee's turned his name though.
I just wonder if the referee could have brought more Camara back on a bit earlier there. Didn't help Burnley, did it?
They're waving quite a bit, Andy Mitchell on that far side, and Mr. Dowd's stuck John McGreal in the book.
Didn't give him a second chance, did he? Went straight in the book. Elliott maybe could have kept his feet there. He was in a good position on the edge of the box. This is dangerous. It's the right-hand side, just 5 yards, 2 yards maybe from the edge of the box. And Phil Dowd's going to mark the wall out. And they're big strides, and the wall's having to go back some considerable distance here. There's men in the box. Maher and Broadhurst are in there. Chance to clip one in, or it might be a shot on goal. Brian Jensen's got to be careful here. This might be a direct hit, perhaps. Problems for Burnley early on in this game. Phil Dowd's ready now, blows his whistle. It's clipped in by Browning. He's gone towards the near post. Poor delivery in the end, Andrew.
Yeah, no real plans for Brian Jensen. Just watching that going through side netting. Got a few of the Bournemouth fans that are excited though.
Cries of off when Phil Dowd called John McGreal to him. I didn't think it would be because there were defenders covering. And Dowd decided a yellow card was in order. Mo Camara's back on. Looks okay at left back. Ever present, of course, this season. As Grant finds Sinclair. Sinclair's a look up. Looking for Ian Moore down this right-hand side. Bounces off him. Finds Oster. Oster coming forward nicely with the ball. Plenty of tricks when he's running at people. And that's a foul. And surely that's a booking. Has to be consistent here, the referee. And it's Brian Stock, just back from suspension. And he's got himself a yellow card.
Yeah, no real option there. I think if he'd booked McGreal, similar kind of challenge really from the front, just upended the Welsh international. But like you say, good move inside from the new signing.
The thing with Oster, he can go either way, and it just keep defenders guessing. And Brian Stock was really all over the place there. It's good skill from John Oster. That's a yellow card. That evens things up a little bit. And it'll be a free kick to Burnley. And I think Mo Camara had a crack at Cardiff late on in the game. Bent one round the wall. It was on target. Never scored in a league game. But scored, of course, against Villa. To be consistent, the referee's got to get the wall back here. And there's some distance to go back. The lads, the Burnley lads need to follow this up because Mo Camara's going to hit this. He's going to bend it round the wall. Let's just see what happens with this one. Camara to hit it. It's not a bad effort, but it's over the bar into the cricket field stand. Just needs a bit more practice with that one.
Yeah, well over there from Mo Camara. Not the best of free kicks in the Guinea international, but well, it's worth a crack on target from there.
Still limping a little bit as well. I just wonder if he's still got a problem. Just got too much on that. Head went up a touch too early, and it ended up in the cricket field stand. It was a better effort at Cardiff last week. Poor kick finds Oster. Oster enjoying it at the moment, looking to try and feed Ian Moore. Not back to the keeper. Moss with the clearance. McGreal comes to try and meet it. It's a good header from John McGreal. he needs to be careful because he's on that yellow card now. Punted forward for Elliott to run onto. Camara wins the next ball. There's Spicer. Wade Elliott trying to take it down. Kamara's with him. A little bit of pushing from Elliott there. Camara acrobatically trying to clear it. It's not done his team any good there because it's gone in the middle of the park, but it's with the keeper, Brian Jensen. That was a bit of a surprise, the acrobatic overhead kick.
Yeah, you could see him shaping for it really there, and could have put us in a few problems, I think.
11.5 minutes played. It's Burnley 0, AFC Bournemouth 0. Perhaps Burnley have had the better chances. Flick on here from Branch, but it'll go all the way back to the keeper, Neil Moss. Had that spell in the Premiership. He was 36 starts in the Premiership with Southampton. Found himself third choice, came back to Bournemouth. Here's Cahill, finds Sinclair. Sinclair coming forward nicely from right back, looking to try and pick out Ian Moore, but he's overhit that. It's gone all the way through to Moss, who's going to roll it out, I think, for Cummings down this left-hand side, but waves him forward. Kick from Moss, looking for Hayter. It's won by Cahill, but Hayter's going to get it back here. He's a dangerous man in front of goal. Picks out Browning. Browning down that right-hand side for Elliott. Elliott fancies a run against Most Camara. Can he get a cross in? Does do. It's far too deep. That'll be a Burnley goal kick. Already, you can see they've got one or two decent players. Spicer looks good coming from midfield, and Wade Elliott's caused us some problems already.
Yeah, just on the on out wide, they seem to be getting more Camara a bit on that far side, so they are causing problems without causing too many problems, if you get my meaning. They're certainly threatening, but there's not much end product from Bournemouth at the moment.
No, it's one of those games at the moment. Not a great deal of chances. Burnley have had the better from a couple of set pieces. Had a one easily there by Broadhurst. McGreal for the next one. Hooked on here by Stock. Chaplow battling away in the middle of the park. Stock's picked out Elliott. That's a nice ball. Elliott takes it inside. He looks a promising player, looking to take on Mo Camara down that right flank. He's overrun it again, though, there. I thought it went out of play. The referee, the linesman didn't agree, but it's taken by Brian Jensen. Easy cross to catch. And Jensen will just pick his moment now. 11 games here previously. Burnley won 6 of them. 5 draws. Bournemouth have never won here. And long may that continue. Back to 66, Andy Lockhead. He'll be here today. Got 5 that night. 7-0 it was. Willie Irvine and Gordon Harris completed the scoring. Bournemouth in possession down that right-hand side. Purches trying to get it forward, but there's an infringement, so Bournemouth have got themselves a free kick on the halfway line. To get to here, they beat Forest Green after a replay. Carlisle and Chester at home. They were hoping for that trip to Anfield, but Burnley scotched that one with a good 1-0 win in the third round. Given away to Chaplow. Chaplow working hard to keep possession. Looked to find Branch, but Branch couldn't collect. There's a chance for Spicer to come forward. He's found Elliott. He's the danger man. Skipped away from Grant for the moment. Has a shot left-footed. Easy stop for Brian Jensen. He looks a good player, doesn't he?
Yeah, looks good on both feet there. Brought in inside, a crack with his left foot. Looked quite good. A good, easy save for Brian Jensen.
Yeah, Southampton born is Elliott, so he lives locally. Here's Branch trying to head it on. Left for Maher, who hooks it onto the top of the Bob Lord stand. We might need a fresh ball. We're on the quarter-hour mark. 0-0 it is. Here's John McGreal. Helps it onto Camara. Looks like he's over that knock. Picks out Cahill inside. Cahill taking the ball on. Bit of space. Looking further forward. Good run from Cahill. Feeds Sinclair. Sinclair back inside for Grant. Grant uses McGreal. Slow progress from Burnley. McGreal looking to try and pick out Branch. Branch flicks it on. Finds Chaplow. Took it down nicely to Chaplow. Feeds Branch again. Ball forward towards Richard Chaplow. Just about keeps it in play. Fancying a run down the wing there. Trying to get a cross in. He's won a corner. That was good skill from Richard Chaplow.
He's done well there. Good play between him and Branch. And see, this wins Burnley's 3rd corner of the match.
This time it's Oster to take it on that far side. And training with the club this week. So he'll have worked on the set pieces. Bournemouth keeping 2 up. Elliott and Hayter. But Burnley have got their third corner of the game, gone towards the near post. Might fall here for Tony Grant. Grant trying to hook it back to Oster, but he's under-hit that, and Bournemouth will look to break in. They're getting numbers forward. Burnley under pressure at the back. Micah Hyde stayed there, and this will be a chance to get it away. Oster's picked out Chaplow with a glorious ball. Chaplow cuts inside, needs support, gets it from Micah Hyde. Hyde taking the ball on. He's got support with Branch on that left-hand side. Goes in the area, does Branch, trying to take his man on. Puts a cross in deep. It's a good ball, and Airborne scored. He scores in the FA Cup. He's waited so long for this goal. Back to September, but he's got the opener. Great ball in from Graham Branch. Simple header for Ian Moore. It's 11 FA Cup goals now in 15 games for Burnley. He continues that great run. Burnley got the opening goal. It's Burnley 1, AFC Bournemouth 0. And Morrow's back in business.
Yeah, super cross from Graham Branch, and like you say, couldn't have had it any easier here more. And like you say, going to go back to Stoke at home in September for his last goal, and you see he tends to like the FA Cup.
Yeah, what is it about it? 11 in 15, that's some fantastic record.
It's a very good record. It's I can't work out the maths, but it's good by anyone's standards, is that.
It's a 30th season in a Football League season. It's a fantastic effort, but to be honest, he couldn't really miss that one, could he?
Certainly not stooping for the header, and like you say, he'll be pleased. It'll give him a lot of confidence now, I think.
Branchy some confidence as well. That's what we want to see him do, take men on. He whipped in an almost perfect cross.
Yeah, he just laid it straight onto Morrow's head there, and like you say, a super cross from Graham Branch, and gives him the confidence to beat his man on that far side.
Yeah, and it's what we needed, isn't it? It brings them out a little bit more. They pack the midfield. They've got to come at us now.
Yeah, they certainly have. They've got nothing to lose, so they're going to be dangerous. They're going to come at us now, and like you say, it's probably what we need after making a good start in the opening 15-16 minutes.
I'll tell you, Ian Moore's confidence the world of good as well. Burnley got some defending to do here. Grant trying to get to that, but here's Browning coming forward. McGreal stops him. It's a good challenge. Got to be careful because he's on that yellow card, but he won that very cleanly. Looking to pick out Ian Moore, but Branch picks up the loose ball. Full of confidence now, Graham Branch. Almost lost it in the pitch, but picks out Grant with the ball. The defender there to win it though. It's a good clearance from Cummings, but only as far as Cahill. As Hayter dispossessed him, that'll be a Burnley throw. Phil Dowd was close to that, indicated that it was a claret and blue throw. Here's Sinclair, throws it back inside for McGreal. McGreal helps it on to Mo Camara. It's a 92, I think, Ian Moore to get the first today. 16 games without a goal, but he's come good today. Micah Hyde trying to battle to win it. Coming away with it now is Browning. Burnley working hard, not giving Bournemouth any time on the ball, and they've nicked it off them, but they've got time to clear it here with Purches. One ball from him, actually found Hayter, just over James Hayter's head. Cahill knocks it square for John McGreal. McGreal puts his foot on the ball a little bit, picks out Branch. Confident sign out for Branch, looking to pick out Mo Camara, who just strayed offside, and I think that time there was no doubt about it. Free kick to Bournemouth. When you're up against, when you're the favourites, you're up against underdogs, you want to get that goal inside the first 20 minutes, don't you, normally?
It just helps to settle your nerves, I think, a bit. And like you say, we'd started well, had all the half chances, and to get a goal early does just helps the supporters settle down as well a bit.
I guess Bournemouth will be disappointed that Branch got the cross in so easily. Ian Moore's battling away in the centre circle there. Cummings knocks it all the way back to Moss.
10 in 14.
15. It's 10 in 15 for Ian Moore.
10 in 15, is it?
Yeah. Header won by Grant. Branch trying to flick it on. Here's Marcus Browning. Ball forward from him, but it's gone out of play. And that'll be a Burnley throw. Mo Camara ready to take it. Level with his own penalty area. Burnley made the perfect start then. It's Ian Moore with the goal, leading by a goal to nil. Camara with it, looking for Branch. Flicked it on to Graham Branch. Ian Moore will have to chase to try and get there. It's gone all the way back here to Shaun Maher. Maher square for the skipper, the Portsmouth-born Broadhurst. But it's gone back to the keeper. Burnley working hard in the middle of the park, not letting Bournemouth settle on the ball, and that's important.
They keep pinning them back, and Morrow's working hard on his own up front, and he's got a bit of an added bite about him now.
It's gone over the head, all the way through to Brian Jensen. Jensen rolls it out for Frank Sinclair. Good to see him fit today. Went off just after half-time at Cardiff. He's played a good ball for Oster. Oster will chase it, but the keeper always the favourite. And then he rolled it out cheekily for Cummings. Oster working hard to try and get back. Played here for Sunderland last game of last season, of course. This is a good break. Cummings has done well here. He's got down this left-hand side, tries to put a ball in. It might reach Hayter. Hayter tries to nod it down. Chance for Spicer. Burnley blocked him well. Spicer wanted a penalty. I'm not quite sure why. Grant and McGreal were on him very quickly. Camara with the ball out. But again, Burnley should pick up the loose ball here with Micah Hyde. Next goal might be important. And Chaplow chasing it down the left-hand side. He's doing well. Taking his man on, got past him. He's almost on the byline. He's got Ian Moore in the middle. He's got Micah Hyde trying to get in there as well. Picks out Branch. Branch, edge of the area. Might fancy a crack with his right foot. It's blocked by the defender. Might fall here for Hyde. Helps it on to Sinclair. Wants it back, does Micah Hyde. Semi-finalist himself a couple of years ago. He's Oster. Bit of trickery in the middle of the pot. Uses Hyde. Hyde back here to Grant. Grant on immediately down this right-hand side for Sinclair. He'll have to run to get there. Won't manage it. That'll be a Bournemouth throw. Just checking Sinclair's okay. Was at full stretch there for the first time, but he's all right. Plays an important part, Frank Sinclair, because he's been there, he's won it, he knows all about it.
Yeah, man, Micah Hyde experienced in this competition, and like you say, been there and got the T-shirt, Frank Sinclair. So he's going to be certainly a big help for the likes of Oster and Cahill and Chaplow.
Young lads, maybe don't know everything about the FA Cup. They learnt very quickly against Liverpool. It's a free kick to Bournemouth. Halfway through the first half, it's Burnley 1, AFC Bournemouth 0. Ian Moore hasn't scored since September. The 2-2 draw against Stoke, 16 games without a goal. But he's back. He's got a header on 17 minutes. Burnley are leading by a goal to 0. Work for Sinclair. Oh, surely. I thought there was a foul on Sinclair. Browning looked like he jumped into him, and I think Sinclair's got a problem. Surely that wasn't Sinclair fouling his man.
So he looked the other way, and I think Phil Dowd's got that wrong.
I think he has. I think Browning jumped into him, and it's in a dangerous position, and Sinclair is struggling a little bit. I think the damage might have been done when he was at full stretch for that Tony Grant ball down this right-hand side, and he's still feeling it now. A chance then for Stock to get a ball in. It's left by Cummings. Stock will swing it in. It's gone towards the near post. Branch wins the header. Has he headed it behind? No, he'll get there to tidy up his own work. That's good work from Branch. Even beats his man and then clears it left-footed. Splendid stuff from Graham Branch. And all the Burnley fans, to a man, applaud him. Oster battling to win the next ball. He's got Sinclair with him. He's keeping an eye on Frank Sinclair now. With that right leg, I think he's okay. Great bit of work from Branch at the back, Andrew.
Yeah, it certainly was, and like you say, had the audacity to beat his man as well before clearing a very good ball upfield.
Giving it away here. Hyde wasn't ready for the short throw-in. Elliott's nipped in. He looks a good player, this lad. It's down this left-hand side now. Bit of trickery. Good feet. Tries a crossover, but he hits Cahill with the cross. It didn't put Gary Cahill off. He made sure he blocked the cross. Throwing to Bournemouth. Another ball on the pitch here. The referee won't be happy with that. The ball boy getting on there to get it off. Cummings back inside to Browning. Browning picks out Spicer. Good ball from Spicer. This is a chance. Shot from distance from O'Connor. Very nearly got the better of Brian Jensen, but zipped past that far post. And that was a good effort from Garreth O'Connor.
Yeah, very close that, and you see, had Brian Jensen scrambling a bit there.
Yeah, whether it got a bit of a deflection that put the Great Dane off. He's just struggling to his left-hand side, but it's wide of the post anyway. Remains 1-0 to Burnley. Place in the fifth round awaits the winners. Elliott with the ball forward. Hayter will chase, but McGreal to it first. Just a cushion header back to Brian Jensen. Next Saturday, the Clarets entertain Leeds here at Turf Moor. 12:30 kick-off for that one. 2 weeks today, provided there's no replay needed from today's game. It's Coventry City away, where Mickey Adams has just taken over this week. Here's John McGreal. Chaplow comes close to him. Helps it on to Mo Camara. Camara flickered it on for Branch. Give Branch a bit to do. Browning always first. Spicy, nice ball on. Finds Elliott down that right-hand side. Causing Burnley all sorts of problems. But, the ball's gone out of play. The full-back Purches couldn't keep it in. It'll be a Burnley throw. Well, Camara ready to take it. Hasn't really got a lot of options at the moment. I think it'll be aimed towards Branch. Branch just got the better of Browning for the moment, but he's fouled his man. It'll be a free kick to the Cherries. Branch not too happy with the decision. It's good results away from home, though. You look at the win at Blackburn, Bournemouth. They've also won at Peterborough, Oldham, Torquay, Milton Keynes, and Sheffield Wednesday. I mean, Sheffield Wednesday's form's improved since then, but that's 5 decent wins in the league. Moss with the ball forward, Hayter trying to flick it on, and Camara just let it go out of play for a Burnley throw. He's waited a long time, hasn't he, Ian Moore? I mean, it must have seemed like an age in September for him.
Yeah, he certainly does, and especially since Robbie Blake's departed for Birmingham, he's had more chance on his own up front, so he's been waiting quite a while, but I'm sure we'll see an upturn in his form now.
Yeah, he's 4 for the season now. Wouldn't be surprised if he made it to 10 by the end of the season. He's that type of player. He'll chase this. The defender under pressure is Broadhurst, heads it back to his keeper, Neil Moss. Moss thought about throwing it out for Cummings, but thought twice. How do you think, Andrew, how do you think John Oster's done so far?
He's looked quite good. He's had a few good touches, and certainly set pieces from corners have caused a few problems for the Bournemouth defence, and seems to have settled in well. I believe he's been training since pretty much early weeks, so he's had a good 3 or 4 days with the lads, so he's got to know him, and a lot going against Burnley, and another example there, which...
It's a poor decision from Phil Dowd. Don't really know how he got that. Mo Camara's in his face, not happy with the decision. It's in a dangerous area as well. I didn't think Micah Hyde had fouled his man. It's 35 yards from goal. These are dangerous situations.
Second or third questionable decision from Phil Dowd there in similar positions, and it's a chance for them to get the big men forward.
Yeah, they've got Broadhurst, Maher in the middle. Browning's in there as well now. It's going to be clipped, I would imagine, to the far post. Ball in from Elliott. It's not cleared, it's bouncing around in there. Camara gets his boot away. 1 or 2 appeals for handball from the white shorts of Bournemouth. Referee Phil Dowd not having that. Spicer will get this ball back. Tries to go past Grant, wins himself another throw. Wants the ball quickly from the ball boys. They're a little bit reluctant to give them the ball quickly. Here's Cummings. It's gone back here to Elliott, lying deep for once. Ball back here with Cummings once again down this left-hand side. Burnley battling away. Ian Moore thinks he's won the throwing. It hasn't. It's gone Bournemouth's way. Disappointing Ian Moore. Won't be an easy week for the Moore family. Ronnie Moore going to leave Rotherham at the end of the season. Done such a fantastic job at Millmoor. Ian Moore chasing across the back line now. Ball inside here. He's done well at Bournemouth on the halfway line. There's space for Cummings, and he's picked out as well. It's a glorious ball. Cummings will look to get a cross in here straight away. Might fall for Elliott. Chancing over the bar. Lovely move. Cured in over the bar. I think it's fair to say, since Burnley scored, Bournemouth have come in the game a bit more.
It's opened up a bit like we thought it would. They're at us now, and he's certainly giving quite a good account of himself in this opening half hour.
Look at Bright side to play a bit of football. It's with Maher. Big centre-back. Scored against Chester in the previous round. There's Elliott. Good work from Micah Hyde. Nicks it off him. Good bit of skill from the Jamaican international, but he's being crowded out. Has to go all the way back to Jensen. Gave Jensen a bit to do. Jensen's done well. Hooks it back inside for Cahill. At the moment, it's Bournemouth chasing every Burnley player in possession. Ball forward looking for Oster. Nice layoff finds Sinclair. Sinclair hooks it forward, but skyward. Oster has to try and win the header. Burnley battling to try and win some possession here. Will it fall for Chaplow? It won't, because Spicer got to it first on the halfway line. Just helps it forward to Elliott. Elliott's got Purchase with him. Goes back inside, but there's Grant just tidying up in front of the back four. He was with Everton when they won the Cup in '95. Didn't play as part of the squad. And that'll be a throw on the far side to Bournemouth. There's Browning coming to the game a little bit more since Burnley got the opener. It's with their skipper, Karl Broadhurst. Under pressure from Oster, knocks it square again, finds his centre-back colleague Maher. Maher on here to Brian Stock. He's 1 or 2 players in the book, but he finds Elliott again. Elliott again causing problems for Camara. Ball inside. Might be a chance for Bournemouth to get forward here with Spicer. Finds Elliott again down that right-hand side. Elliott coming inside, runs into Grant, still got possession. That's good work from Burnley again. It's a foul. Didn't really seem to be any contact at all. More Camara not happy. And time again, Elliott's getting those decisions when he runs at players.
Yeah, another bad decision, I think, from the referee. Didn't look a foul. And another dangerous free kick.
Yeah, Bournemouth having a good spell. It's a quarter of an hour since Burnley scored. Oster having a word with the official. This wall will go back as well. It's more central this time. Interesting to see what they do with this one. I think Cummings is over the ball. Stock there as well. Oster has another word with the referee. Not sure the wall's back 10 yards, but he's happy enough with it. Both arms aloft. Cummings, does that mean he's going to have a crack? It's left by Stock. Cummings with a shot, come towards the near post. Oh, it's a good save in the end from Jensen, just diving forward. Thankfully, Marcus Browning didn't get a touch just in front of him.
Yeah, it's a decent save, gathers it well, did Brian Jensen, as you say. No chance of a touch from Browning in front of him.
Did well, the keeper. Had to make sure he didn't parry that. Brand's trying to flick on, finds Oster. Oster leaves it for Sinclair. Sinclair coming forward from right back. Finds John Oster down his right-hand side. See a bit of magic here, perhaps from John Oster. Uses Sinclair. Sinclair maybe have to turn back himself here. Uses Hyde. Hyde battling but loses out. Cummings with the ball forward. Here's Cahill. Oh, super first touch from the lad. That's excellent football. Knocks it back inside from McGreal. McGreal on for Camara. Every time you see Gary Cahill, he looks a better player.
It just keeps getting better, I think, and say he's a good footballer as well as a defender. He's got a super first touch on him.
Yeah, Moore's chasing this, headed back to the keeper. And Neil Moss able to get there just ahead of Richard Chaplow. Rolls it out, play football to Bournemouth under Shaun O'Driscoll. There's certainly a fine footballing side. There's Hayter once more. He uses Purches down that right-hand side. Ball for, there's an offside here. No doubt about it. It's Spicer just caught offside. Didn't matter anyway because Brian Jensen got there ahead of him. Brian Jensen able to take his time. Last time here was back in the 99-2000 season. September 1999. Burnley won 2-1. Mark Steed had opened the scoring. It was Branch and Steve Davis that got the goals that day. Ian Cox played against Burnley. And then in the reverse fixture, played for Burnley against Bournemouth. Here's Grant, lovely ball. Picks out Mo Camara. Mo Camara on the run here. Can he get a cross in? Does do, but overhits it. Has that gone behind for a corner? It hasn't. It's a goal kick. Everything was fantastic apart from the cross.
Yeah, did well, got behind the defence, and it's a shame for Mo because his crossing has certainly improved this year.
Instructions from Steve Cotterill from the bench. Really enjoyed his time at Bournemouth. That 93-94 season was something special. Bournemouth's best day in the FA Cup. Well, they beat Manchester United, the holders, back in 1984. 2-0 that day. Milton Graham got one of the goals. Put Bournemouth on the map for a moment. As Sinclair wins the header, wins the second header as well. Got some distance on the second one, but good skill from Bournemouth. Coming away with the ball. Here's Cummings, former Chelsea lad, down that left-hand side. Looks for a ball for Elliott, but Camara able to just chest it back to his keeper. Plenty of time for Brian Jensen. Just over 10 minutes to play then in this first half. It's Burnley 1, AFC Bournemouth 0. Ian Moore with his fourth of the season, been without a goal since September, but back amongst the scorers today. Clearance from Cummings, and that's Tony Grant. Took it down well, picks out Sinclair, his skipper. Sinclair almost isolated down this right-hand side. Looked to find Chaplow, but the ball goes out of play. And that'll be a throw to the Cherries. They won't be too disappointed with their first half. They played some good football. There's Spicer again. There's their man of the moment, Wade Elliott. Fancies another run here at Mo Camara. He's come inside, he's done well. It's on his left foot as a shot. It's wide of the target. That'll be a goal kick. He's their best player by some distance.
Yeah, well wide there, but he looks promising. He's coming on his left. He's a two-footed player, really, on that far side. The young lad Wade Elliott, and never really going to test Brian Jensen's goal there, but worth a stab from that distance.
He's only 26, Elliott. Southampton born, scored against Chester in the last round. And he certainly has caused Burnley one or two problems. Boot forward looking for Ian Moore. Header won by Broadhurst. Here's Oster. Did well. Oster just helped it on for Sinclair. Sinclair looking for Ian Moore. Chaplow trying to win the next ball. But away come Bournemouth again. Playing a bit of football here. Helped on towards Spicer. Micah Hyde getting back. He was having his shirt tugged. The referee gives it Burnley's way. And I think the home crowd don't think they've got too many decisions.
Oh, I can count 4 on the edge of the Burnley area, which have gone to Bournemouth in all the soft circumstances, and It's the first thing we've really got out of Phil Dowd this afternoon.
Yeah, he had lumps of Micah Hyde shirt. He couldn't allow that to continue. Here's John McGreal looking for Graham Branch on the far side. Header won by Purches. Again, Brian stops there. Big clearance from him. It'll be a throw-in to the Clarets. Not created too much since we scored, have we?
No, been on the back foot a little, I think, since we went 1-0 up, and Bournemouth getting more and more into it, and the Clarets will be looking just to hold on till half time with this 1-0 lead.
Second might be nice before half time. That might be a little bit greedy. Camara looks for Branch, trying to flick it on him, more trying to get there, but this loose ball will fall for the skipper, Frank Sinclair, bouncing around a little bit on the bare turf. He's looking for support, takes it down the right side, uses Oster. Good skill from Oster, just gets it back to Grant. Grant inside for McGreal. Oster's continued his run. He's fed again by McGreal. Branch takes over here. Branch back to McGreal. Got caught there from behind it, Branchy, but McGreal plays on, finding Sinclair down this right-hand side. Cummings intercepted it. Splendid stuff from Cummings, but Cahill across strongly to win it. This will be a throw to Bournemouth. Again, Cummings has played at Chelsea, he's played at West Brom. He's a promising player. Sinclair went in there a little bit. It might fall for Cummings down this left-hand side. Can he get a cross in? But that's good work again. Once again from Gary Cahill. Clears it into the crowd. And that'll be a throw to Bournemouth. 1-0 it is to Burnley. 3 changes today. Chaplow, Branch, Oster in. No Roche, no Valois. No O'Connor, of course, he's gone back to West Brom. Roche and Valois on the bench. Here's Cummings, puts in a cross, dangerous, headed behind by John McGreal. Bournemouth's first corner of the game. And we've got 7 minutes to half time. Coming into it more and more.
Yeah, certainly ending the half strongly when we started. It's a dangerous cross from Cummings. He looks quite a decent player down this left-hand side.
There was a lot thought of him. He's Aberdeen born. He was at Chelsea for a while. Never really made it at Chelsea. Went to West Brom, didn't get a chance there. Here's a corner for Bournemouth. Nicely worked. Stopped with the ball in. It's gone deep towards the far post, but it's overhit. That'll be behind for a goal kick. Again, a nice move from the corner. They're a footballing side.
Yeah, they are a footballing side. Like to string a few passes together and try and work things a bit slowly, but thankfully at the moment for the Clarets, it's not really getting any, as we keep saying, any final product from them.
Got to the quarter-finals in 1957. That was their best ever FA Cup campaign. They beat Wolves and Tottenham en route. And both those two sides were in the top 5 in those days. Here's Ian Moore trying to help it on for Oster. That didn't work out. Here's O'Connor, Garreth O'Connor. Just to differentiate there, because obviously James O'Connor's gone back to West Brom. It's with Brian Stott. Ball forward from him. Looking for Hayter up front. He's just caught Cahill. Cahill not happy with the challenge, but it'll be a free kick to Burnley. I think young Gary's not too happy that he's fallen and he's dirtied his kit there.
Doesn't look too pleased there, did he? It's a bit kind of, he's got a bit of mud on his shorts now, so he's not happy with tucking himself back in now.
Just been watching Camara, I think. Didn't like that challenge. It wasn't something nothing, just caught his trailing leg, I think. Free kick to Burnley. Jensen with it. With just over 5 minutes to play. The sun just getting in the eyes over the cricket field stand in that corner. Header won by Cummings. Here's O'Connor. Blackburn are leading Colchester by 2-0. Burnley 1-0 up here. Here's Branch, picks out Grant. Grant getting forward here. Knocks the ball on towards Chaplow. He's overhit that. That'll go behind for a goal kick. Charlton are leading Yeovil by a goal to 0. Everton 2 up against Sunderland. Newcastle 1 up against Coventry. It's 1-1 between Reading and Leicester. Southampton beat Portsmouth early in the day 2-1. It's 1-1 West Brom and Tottenham. That just about updates you on the FA Cup. It's a big opportunity for one of these two sides to get through to the next round, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. I think it's quite an even match for start, really. A few chances for both sides, and thankfully the Clarets in the lead at the moment.
There's Oster, back to Sinclair. Sinclair inside for McGreal. That's some just dropping in between the two stands, causing just a problem on the right-hand side for us. Camara the ball forward. Chaplow's made a good run, but I don't think he'll keep that in play, despite sliding to try and keep it in. Had that ankle injury last week at Cardiff, only came on for the last quarter of an hour or so. But a vital player for Burnley. Still some interest, we understand, from West Brom. Let's hope that comes to nothing. Richard Chaplow's with us going forward. Header won by Grant. McGreal half a miss kick, but Camara able to help it on. There's Chaplow, good first touch. Knocks the ball down this right-hand side. Excellent stuff from Richard Chaplow. He's found Sinclair. Hasn't really got anybody near him. Swings in across. Micah Hyde trying to get there, but Bournemouth will break now with the loose ball. They've got Hayter up front. They've got Spicer, and they've got Cummings down this left-hand side. Cummings won't keep that in. Kicks the ball away in frustration. I don't think Phil Dowd will be too happy with that, but he lets the former Chelsea lad get away with it. Be a throw to Burnley. Sinclair with it. Probably knows Cummings from his Chelsea days. Throw aimed towards Hyde. He'll get it back here with Sinclair. Have to clear it right-footed. The pressure from O'Connor. It's gone into the sky. Chaplow takes it down. Fantastic first touch. Comes away with the ball. Has a look up. He's got Oster further forward. He's got Ian Moore further forward. He's looking for Branch in the area as well. Branch trying to take it down on his left foot. He created the goal. Looks for Camara. Camara with a good cross in. Ian Moore trying to challenge in there. Cummings has to knock it behind. Another corner for Burnley. That's better. That was a lovely move.
It was super ball from Richard Chaplow. Good takedown from Graham Branch. It's the first time we've threatened in this last 10-15 minutes.
Short corner, I'm afraid, doesn't work. Chaplow to Oster, and the ball's left behind. Throw-in to Bournemouth. Deep in their own half. Burnley leading by a goal to 0. Cummings with the throw. It's gone towards Hayter. Can't win it. Particularly powerful in the area. Is Ian Moore trying to help it on. The crowd thought he was being fouled by Broadhurst. It's against Chaplow. The keeper's out to collect this, just ahead of Ian Moore. He rolls it out. Finds Maher. Do play football across the back line. There's Browning. Browning on to Purches. Purches on nicely. It's a nice move on the halfway line. Finds Elliott down that right-hand side. McGreal can't stop him. And Elliott's having a run here at Camara. It's gone past two of them. Real chance here for Elliott. Good challenge, though, from Tony Grant. So his defence was in trouble. That was a fantastic challenge from Tony Grant.
Certainly was, and we're only on the break here, but you say Elliott past McGreal. Couldn't get past Tony Grant.
There's Branch. Helps it on to Ian Moore down that left-hand side. Ian Moore keeping possession, needs support, gets it from Camara. Sinclair's in acres of space down this right-hand side. Grant spotted him, thought about it, thought about twice. Has to give it to John McGreal. Didn't want to risk a ball, I think, across the face of the pitch. Finds Cahill, always comfortable on the ball. Cahill has a think. He's going to look, I think, for Ian Moore longer. Comes forward the ball, almost Steve Davis-like. Looks for a quick 1-2, perhaps with Micah Hyde. Goes on again, just Cahill. Oh, it's a fantastic move. Didn't get the second pass. But again, another indication of the promise of Gary Cahill. Loose ball, here's Graham Branch. Trying to run at the right-hand side of the Bournemouth defence. Needs support, gets it from Camara. Camara looked to whip in across, perhaps. He's got Micah Hyde with him. Thought about it, checked, went back. The crowd won an earlier ball into the box, I think, but there's nobody really in there. It's a ball from Grant, finds Oster. Oster, nice turn, gets away from his man, fancies a run through the middle here, uses Micah Hyde. Hyde holds onto the ball, stabs it wide for Camara. Numbers in the box now if Camara fancies a cross. Look to give it Chaplow. Again, a patient build-up, but it didn't quite work out. Here's McGreal to pick up the loose ball. It's difficult because they're packing the midfield just as much as we are.
Certainly, I think the Burnley fans wanted it down this near side with new signing John Oster, I think it was, but so they're facing a brick wall at the moment.
Yeah, it's very congested. Ball forward from McGreal. Branch collects. Back here to Camara. It's going to be 1 minute of added time. We're into that now. Camara all the way back to Brian Jensen. Jensen will take his time. Guess Steve Cotterill happy enough with the first half performance. Branch wins the header, flicking it on, looking for Ian Moore. There's Broadhurst to clear his lines. That's bounced off Elliott for a Burnley throw. Steve Cotterill tries to G the lads up. And it'll be a Claret's throw with Camara. Don't think we're going to have much time because we're almost on that minute added on. Camara with the throw. He created, he played his part in creating the goal. Branch's cross, fantastic header from Ian Moore. And here's Grant to try and win it. It's bouncing around in the middle of the park. So the referee ready to blow for half-time. Elliott's on it. Ball forward. Nice ball as well. Finds Hayter. Nice turn from him, but Micah Hyde had got back. Comes away with the ball. That's super stuff from the Jamaican international. Does well. Looking for Oster. Picks out a lovely ball if Oster can get there, but the keeper to it first. Great skill from Micah Hyde. We're going to hear the half-time whistle any moment now. rolls it out. The referee's played a little bit more than the minute. Burnley trying to pressure Bournemouth here. It's gone all the way back to the keeper, Neil Moss. He'll clear it forward. That's half-time. Burnley 1, AFC Bournemouth 0. Good bit of skill at the end from Micah Hyde, but Burnley just about merit the lead.
Yeah, just about. I think it's all about taking chance. We took the chance we had, and like you say, I think both managers will be pretty pleased with the way their respective sides set the stalls out. And you see, I think obviously Steve will be the happier of the two managers, but decent performance and a decent goal from Ian Moore.
Decent half from John Oster as well, the new signing.
Yeah, look good. He's been a bit in and out of the game, but when he's been in it, he's done well, and there's certainly a lot of promise, I think, there.
Yeah, maybe needs to see a little bit more of the ball. Well, Burnley leading at half-time. The players on the way off now. Ian Moore got the goal on 17 minutes. Good cross in from Graham Branch. He took on Purches down that right-hand side. Good ball in with his left foot. There was Ian Moore from a matter of a yard or two. Easy header. That's his first goal since September. It's 11 in 15 FA Cup ties now for Ian Moore. Burnley have got the lead. Burnley leading then at half-time. We'll see you for the start of the second half. Burnley 1, AFC Bournemouth 0. Phil Dowd almost ready to get the second half underway. Burnley right to left in this second half, so attacking the Jimmy Mack end. Ian Moore without a goal, as we've said, since September, for this fantastic record in the FA Cup for Burnley. 11 goals in 14 or 15 FA Cup ties it is now. Burnley to get us underway. Phil Dowd just checking with Ian Moore and Micah Hyde, checks with his assistants. Bright sunshine now for the start of the second half. The sun just in between the bobblehead stand and the cricket field stand, refusing just to go down for the moment. Almost ready to get underway. FA Cup fourth round tie, of course, a chance to get in the last 16 for these teams. Burnley getting underway. Grant with the ball forward immediately for Branch. Chaplow chasing it. The defender Purchase with the clearance away, and that'll be a Burnley throw. Halfway inside the Bournemouth half. Mo Camara with it. The crowd just trying to get behind the Burnley team. Both sides 4-5-1. Camara with the throw. Chaplow collect. There's a bit of push in on Graham Branch there. There's Marcus Browning, the offender. So free kick for Burnley down this left-hand side. John Oster just jogging across to take it. New signing for Burnley. Signed yesterday morning until the end of the season. Isn't cup tied. Played for Leeds on loan earlier in the season. He's going to take this free kick. There's movement in and around the box. Swings one in, does Oster. It's gone deep. The keeper collects. Cahill and Sinclair were behind him. That was a good catch from the keeper.
Certainly was. Confident catch from the Bournemouth keeper. Again, a decent set piece from Oster. Whipped it in with pace.
It was. If he made a mess of that, there was two men behind him. Bournemouth, who played well when they went behind. Camara half a clearance. Chaplow battling away. But here's O'Connor for Bournemouth. Down that left-hand side. Chance maybe to get a ball in here. And the left-back's got forward here, Cummings, and we know he's a dangerous player. Cahill at full stretch gets a boot to that. Burnley trying to complete the clearance. But again, Cummings with it. Back inside. Bournemouth ball in towards the Burnley box. Not cleared yet. Oster. Oh, he got caught in possession there. Is Elliott. Edge of the box. Can he have a shot? Needs support. Knocks it back to O'Connor. O'Connor on quickly to stop. Ball in from Cummings. Burnley headed away by McGreal. Come back to Cummings again. He has a shot from distance. And the less said about that, the better, because it was a shocking effort and high into the cricket field stand. But again, Bournemouth coming out of the blocks quickly.
Yeah, certainly are, and crowding as well going forward, and so there's not a lot of room to manoeuvre in front of the Burnley goal there. Like you say, Cummings' effort well off target.
Jensen with the kick. He's looking for Graham Branch. Created the goal, did Branch. Clearance here for Cahill. I just stood off that a little bit. The referee was partially in the way. The two number 8s were battling, and Stock won it. It's with O'Connor again. Finds Stock. It's with Maher. Maher will bring this out now. Irish lad, ball forward from him. Looking for the danger man, Elliott, down this right-hand side, almost hugging the touchline, one-on-one with Camara. Knocks the ball on for Spicer. Grant battling away. He's won it. He's done well there, former Everton man. He was being fouled by Spicer. And that'll be a free kick for Burnley. Spicer indicating he thought Grant threw an arm. That didn't look to be the case. That'll be a free kick for the Clarets. Spicer, England Youth International, was at Arsenal, 3-month loan with Bournemouth before Christmas, signed permanently in December. His first goal for the club in that amazing win at Ewood Park, 3-3 draw. They won 7-6 on penalty. There's Grant battling away. Branch to try and get in there and win the ball as well, but it's with Elliott again down this right-hand side. Helps it on for Stock. Good cover from John McGreal. Just knocks it into our stand for a throw-in. And a chance here for Bournemouth to attack once more. It's with Stephen Purches, a former West Ham trainee. He gets the ball back from the throw as well, tries to hook in across. McGreal wins the header ahead of Hayter, but again Purches trying to put it back in there again. Oster half a clearance, but they need to get rid of this ball. Oster feeds Camara. Camara inside for Branch. Branch back to Oster. Oster just knocks it down the line, but Burnley can't keep that in play. Be another Bournemouth throw. There's no space at all in that midfield, is there?
Certainly not. Neither side keeping hold of the ball. Both guilty of some sloppy play, and I'd say 10 men effectively in that in the middle of the park, 5 in each midfield, and really it's getting a bit crowded.
Yeah, it's very congested. Not too many chances today, but Burnley have taken one. And that was Ian Moore's header on 17 minutes. Chaplow battling away. He's got the decision as well. Outnumbered 2-1, but won the free kick. Good ball from Branch. Picks out Frank Sinclair. Took it quickly. Oster's further forward up against Cummings. Knocks it back to Sinclair. Well, Sinclair looked to get a ball in. Tries to pick out Chaplow. Chaplow back to goal. Doing well with the ball. Picks out Oster. There's no offside there against Sinclair. Crossing from Sinclair. Looking for Ian Moore. Might still fall for Branch in there. He was supporting the attack. Here's Oster. Take his man on. Uses Branch. Branch back to Oster. That's behind Oster. Didn't give him a chance. Hooked away by Elliott. Oster's taken a knock as well in the process. Here's Camara. Gives it back to McGreal. Oster standing in an offside position. Needs to get back onside quickly. Camara spotted that. Knocks it inside for Branch. Didn't do Oster any favours with that ball. Here's McGreal. Ball forward. Looking for the pace of Ian Moore over the top. Here's Chaplow to collect it. Leaves it for Ian Moore. Ian Moore look to get a cross in. There's numbers in the box. That's a good ball for Micah. Hyde. Hyde can help in on for Grant. Chance for Grant getting forward here. Tony Grant with a shot inside. It's the ball. Oh, would you believe it? What a lovely chip from Tony Grant. It comes back off the face of the bar. Well, over 2 years since he scored. A lovely chip. Did everything right. So unlucky not to score, Tony Grant.
Super effort. Just dinked it over the keeper, and unfortunately Chaplow just under the ball when it was coming back out, so couldn't really get anything on it.
Yeah, Chaplow was too near the goal maybe as it bounced back off the face of the bar. How unlucky was Tony Grant there. Good challenge from Graham Branch. Won the ball cleanly. But Bournemouth in possession again on the halfway line. Again, struggling with the sun. Grant hasn't scored since November 2002 when we beat Coventry here 3-1. How close was he then? But again, attacking with Cummings. Bournemouth getting men in the box. There's a real chance here for Hayter. Is he going to get a shot on target? Here he is. It's just wide of the target. Jensen diving to his left-hand side. Bournemouth's best chance of the game by some distance. And Hayter was very close.
Too much space there, giving the not a bit too much space, and got him well, and the shot only just wide of Brian Jensen's left-hand post.
Yeah, the game come to life. Good noisy crowd. Won't be the best crowd by any means this season, but certainly very noisy, getting behind the team. Tony Grant hits the bar, and within a minute James Hayter, Bournemouth's best chance, just wide of the target. Here's Grant again, finds Hyde. Hyde, nice ball forward, finds Branch. Good turn from Graham Branch as well. He's got Chaplow on the overlap, uses him. Chaplow looked to put a ball in here, is looking for Ian Moore, but it wasn't quite close enough to the forward. And away come Bournemouth again. No doubt about it, the next goal could be crucial here. Looking for Hayter, nice layoff. The Burnley midfield's nowhere at the moment. Here's Spicer getting forward. He's got men either side of him. Uses O'Connor. O'Connor will look maybe to get a ball in here. He's got Cummings on the overlap again. Keeps getting forward as Cummings. That's a poor cross this time. Here's Hyde, and Burnley will start to break as well. It's almost 3-on-3 if Hyde can get forward here. Looks for Ian Moore. It's just over hit. And Purches will just knock it back to his keeper. Andrew, the game's opened up now.
Yeah, it certainly has. It's come to life this second half ever since Grant hit the crossbar with that chipped effort. But to and fro from one end to the other.
Yeah, Certainly Bournemouth playing the part, and here's Cummings again, almost operating as a left winger. Sinclair gets a challenge in, and that'll be a throw on that far side to Bournemouth. They're looking to get onto it, of course, because Burnley are leading here by a goal to nil. We've played 53 minutes. That's hit John Oster, up full free for Hyde. Oster back inside for Chaplow. Oh, and again Burnley giving the ball away here. Here's the dangerous Spicer looking for Hayter. Hayter trying to turn inside McGreal. He's fallen over the ball. Sinclair distributes it, finds Grant. Grant looking up for Ian Moore. That's under hit. Maher to it first. Bournemouth sense they've got a chance here. Again, getting forward with O'Connor. O'Connor maybe looking for support. Gets it from Stock. Again on the overlap is Cummings. Will he keep this ball in play? He will. Gets forward ever so well. Puts the cross in. Cahill got a header to it. Camara with another half header away. Oster needs to turn and launch this. Does do. Finds Chaplow with the ball as well. Can Chaplow get forward here? Helps it on for Ian Moore. Ian Moore will chase. The defender's always a favourite. Oh, and he gave a very quick back pass to Moss. Ian Moore was chasing. Wasn't going to get there. I'm sure the keeper panicked for a moment. Great cup tie on our hands here now. Coming forward again at Bournemouth. Down that left-hand side. Hayter's in the middle. Elliott trying to get up and support him. That's a Bournemouth throw. Halfway inside the Burnley half. I tell you, we've got a great game on our hands here.
Certainly have. The second half certainly a lot better than the first half. Rather tedious first half. And Bournemouth certainly playing their part. Good passing football from the centre.
Yeah, they get into it. It's a ball forward. Clipped over the goal there. It's a real chance. Jensen coming out. It was Hayter again. Maybe should have done better with that chance. Clipped it over Jensen and over the bar. There was no offside flag. And that was a real chance.
It was. Bournemouth coming close twice already in the last 5-6 minutes. And the Claret's going living on a bit of a knife edge at the moment.
Yeah, they are. That was a real opportunity. Good ball through over the top. And that was, we should have scored. Should have got it on levels terms. That was a fantastic opportunity for the South Coast club. But Burnley battling now. And here's Tony Grant, so unlucky not to score moments ago, but he's giving it away here to Wade Elliott, who fancies a run at Mo Camara down this right-hand side. Camara needs to hold him up, trying to get a cross in. Is that going to go out of play? No, still work for John McGreal to do here. Hooks it away. Header back in though by Purches. Here's Grant to pick up the loose ball. Again, it's a sloppy one. Chaplow will chase it. There's no real chance of winning the ball. It's back with Stock again. Stock down that left-hand side for Cummings. Helps it on. Chance here now perhaps for, again, another move from Bournemouth. Crowd trying to get behind Burnley. A real opportunity here for O'Connor. He's hit it against the defender. Is that gone out for a throwing? It has. It was O'Connor moments ago that had that fantastic opportunity. Ball over the top, but he clipped it over the bar. Again, it's with Elliott down this right-hand side. He's going to get it back, the number 11. Up against Graham Branch for the moment and going backwards. He uses Maher. Good challenge from Ian Moore. Battling hard, chasing every ball. He's got his goal today and the confidence is lifted. He's conceded a throw-in just inside the Burnley half. There's going to be a change and I wonder if it's going to be Oster to make way. Hasn't played a lot of football recently. I think it's going to be Roche to come on. Roche for Oster. Oster gets a good round of applause. It's going to be Lee Roche on for Oster. That tells you, I think Steve Cotterill wants to be more competitive in midfield.
He certainly does. Oster not playing a lot of football recently, and I think he's had a decent 56, 57 minutes, and like you say, just trying to be a bit more competitive in there, get another defensive midfielder in there.
Yeah, he can train all week and prepare for the game next Saturday. 12:30 kick-off against Leeds. Again, it's with O'Connor. Should have done better with that chance moments ago. He's going to get the ball back up against Grant. Just find a bit of space this time for Browning. Bournemouth pushing forward at every opportunity, and they've won a corner. Their second of the game. And Burnley got some defending to do here. Just Richard Chaplow staying up for the Clarets. Up comes Broadhurst, up comes Maher. So plenty of height in there for the Cherries. They're looking to take this corner any moment now. There's a signal going out. There's a man free towards the back end of the 6-yard box. That's Elliott. Burnley going to have to watch him. It's swung in towards the near post. Jensen gets a punch on it, headed away by Hyde. Chaplow battling to try and win the next ball, and he has done. He's found Roche. First touch for Lee Roche. Holding it up. Look to launch it, I think. Perhaps for Chaplow. Didn't give Chaplow much chance there. Cummings with the clearance. Again, Bournemouth coming forward in droves, but Cahill's got a bit of time on the ball perhaps here. Hooks it away. Long ball looking for Ian Moore. Header won by Broadhurst. Then Sinclair to win the next header. Ian Moore will battle here with Maher. Maher wins the header. McGreal takes the ball down. Tries to knock it forward. Elliott's in there to intercept. Bournemouth are up for this, and it's a lively second half. Here's John Spicer. Feeds Hayter. Goes again to Spicer. Hayter's inside the box. And leaves it back here to Browning. Browning trying to put in a cross in. Roche just about got there, but he's given possession to Cummings with the header. Cummings will look to perhaps have a shot here. Chaplow's blocked it. There'll be a throwing on the far side to Bournemouth. I've got to say, it's all Bournemouth at the moment.
He's camped inside the Burnley half, and 2 or 3 chances and perhaps should be level.
Cross in here. Oh, and 2 defenders went for the same ball. McGreal's headed it behind as Jensen was coming for it. Bit of panic in the Burnley ranks. Yet another corner here for Bournemouth. I'm sure there was communication, but Jensen was coming at the same time as McGreal headed it behind. And the Bournemouth fans to our right-hand side will be up now. They're still trailed by a goal to 0, but they've had the best of these 15 minutes in the second half. It's gone short, shot on target, cleared by Camara. Burnley need to get this away. Micah Hyde still deep in his own box, leaves it for Jensen. Clearance from Jensen under pressure. Burnley really sweating at the moment. It's down this right-hand side once again. For Stock puts the ball in, headed away by McGreal. Great defensive resilience there from John McGreal. Burnley can't keep possession though. It's back with Cummings, still inside the Burnley half. He sends Chaplow the wrong way. Burnley battling hard to win the ball back. Here's Hyde. Hyde for Sinclair, the skipper. Just bobbled awkwardly for Sinclair as he clears it. Possession given away again. Here's Purches. He finds Stock down this right-hand side. Brian Stockwell's under 21 international. Feeds Purchase again. He's coming forward more and more. Cross in. Sinclair wins the header. Got clattered after the ball. That looked a free kick. But Burnley have got possession. We only assume Phil Dowd's playing on. Here's Roche trying to feed Ian Moore. He's won himself a throw-in. And we can breathe again.
For now, it keeps going back, and Burnley failing to keep possession at the moment, and it's causing us a few problems, putting us under pressure a bit at the back.
Yeah, it is. We're just struggling at the moment just to create anything at all. Bournemouth have shown some fantastic spirit. Keep coming at Burnley. That goal on 17 minutes seems a long, long time ago. Here's Elliott on the halfway line. Hits it against Camara. Wins himself a throw-in. 8th they are in League One. Blackburn 3 up now against Colchester. Arsenal 1 up against Wolverhampton. Throw here from Purchase. Burnley battling to try and win it back with Chaplow, and he has done. He needs support. Is he getting support? Here's Branch trying to run forward. He's taking his man on. He's got the better of him. Can he get a cross in? And he's won a corner. A chance for Burnley to get some numbers forward, Andrew.
He's done all right there, Branch, and he's just broke free and got to the bar line, won himself a corner.
Corner then to Burnley, swung in, headed away at the near post. Burnley battling to try and win the ball in the box. It might fall here for Micah Hyde. Hyde knocks it forward to Chaplow. Good dummy from Chaplow, gets away from his man, inside the box, goes to the floor. Referee having none of it. It's a goal kick. Chaplow did seem like he was buffeted as he went into the box. 1 or 2 shouts for a penalty, but nothing given. Goal kick then to Bournemouth. Half a shout there, perhaps for a penalty, Andrew.
Yeah, certainly the Burnley players in the box certainly felt it was a penalty, and strong appeals from the Claret lads.
Header won by Roche, looking for Ian Moore. Ian Moore trying to chase this, but the Bournemouth defence have done well on this occasion. Good bit of skill from Warren Cummings. And again, Bournemouth bring the ball out of defence. Difficult times these for Burnley. The next goal's going to be crucial. We knew that. Flicked on for Elliott. There's Grant trying to get back. Camara getting there as well. Ball in. Hayter couldn't just quite reach it. Lovely move. Applause from even the Burnley fans. That's a super ball in from Elliott.
Well, it's good flick as well from the lad on this near side. Good ball in from Wade Elliott. He's been a bit of a star this afternoon.
Yeah, he has. He did everything that was asked of him. Hayter just couldn't quite reach it. Scored 4 times against Bury back in 2000, James Hayter. That's a club record, or equals a club record. Got that fantastic hat-trick when he came on as a sub against Wrexham, 2 minutes 20 seconds. His parents had missed it though. They had to go back for the last ferry back to the Isle of Wight where they're from. So, but he stays in the record books with that. Sinclair with the ball forward. He skied that a little bit. Ian Moore trying to win it, but he only finds Purches, and Purches knocks it back to his keeper. 63 minutes on the clock. Burnley 1, AFC Bournemouth 0. Ian Moore with a goal way back in the 17th minute. Bournemouth, really, since then, have perhaps been the better side. Here's Purchase, leaves it for Wade Elliott, having a run at Camara. Camara thinks that's his throw. The referee, Phil Dowd, agrees. It's not been an easy afternoon for Mo Camara.
Oh, a bit of a torrid time from Wade Elliott. Not been given the chance to advance forward as much as he usually likes to.
Camara with the throw. Branch trying to flick it on. Good defending here from Maher. The Irishman just knocks it square for Broadhurst. On in turn for Cummings, who's done really well coming forward, but caught in possession here by Lee Roche. Roche trying to get down that right channel, needs support. Will get it, I think, from Hyde. Hyde just trying to help it on from Roche. That's a foul, it was, and the referee agrees. The Bournemouth lad just dived in, stood showing, and I think that's a free kick for Burnley. Chance again to get some men forward, Andrew.
Yeah, O'Connor and McGreal and Cahill even come forward, and it's a chance to whip in another set piece, Tony Grant, and see if we can stick another one on.
Yeah, he hit the bar, Tony Grant. Fantastic from him on 51 minutes. Looking not to score. There's a bit of depth on this. Looking for Branch. He wins the header. It's inside the 6-yard box. Oh, he was struggling there, was Moss. Referee's blown. Must have been a push on the keeper. The ball fell for John McGreal. Gotta say, I thought the keeper got under it rather than fouled.
It certainly looked that way. It certainly looked as though he was a bit overprotected by the referee there, and I think he just got underneath it, got his angles all wrong.
Burnley crowd trying to get behind the lads. Typical cup tie. Remember, Lee Roche is on for John Oster. 56 minutes for him today on his debut. I'm sure they'll be working hard to get John Oster match fit in the days and weeks ahead. Here's Cahill. He's certainly match fit. It's been superb for Burnley. Here on loan. Has he lost out here on this occasion? Ball forward looking for Hayter. That's good defensive work from Tony Grant. He realised the centre-back was out of position and he worked back. Ball inside here for Hyde. Just did well to get out of his legs. Feeds McGreal. Kamara's bombing forward for the first time in this second half, and McGreal can find him. He's found Branch. Branch tried to help it on, but it wasn't going to work for Camara. Branch needs to get back now and provide cover at left back. Inside here is Spicer. Spicer finds Elliott. Elliott gets a cross in. It's a dangerous one. Cahill hooks it away. McGreal needs to get shut. Turns inside his own box. As calm as ever. Picks out Branch. But it's given away again. Browning. Back to Maher. Bournemouth. What a fantastic effort from them since they've gone behind. But given away here, I think, to Sinclair. Sinclair will look for Roche. Roche on for Oster, battling away on that far side, gives it back to his skipper Sinclair. Sinclair stabs it forward, finds Chaplow. Need to see Chaplow getting forward a little bit more for Burnley, as he kept that in play for Ian Moore. Ian Moore's done well, collects it on the run, hasn't got any support whatsoever, and he's fouled his man. He's a bit unlucky there, is Ian Moore. On his own, battling away, foul against him.
Yeah, it's a bit of a 50-50, but no support whatsoever for Moore when as they were going forward.
Hopefully the sun's gone down. That's making it a bit easier for us to see. McGreal's got work to do here. Just knocks it back to his keeper. Spicer was on hand, causing him problems. Clearance from Jensen. But they need to get hold of the ball in the middle of the park and try and play a bit of football, because Bournemouth are battling for every ball here now. Down that left-hand side again, forward towards Hayter. Hayter on for Spicer. Spicer's done well, but McGreal won the challenge. Clearance from Camara, looking for Ian Moore. Ian Moore's being held there. Referee doesn't give it. The defender was all over Ian Moore. We're playing on. A few boos from the James Hargreaves stand. You can understand why. Here's Cummings trying to put a cross in. It's a poor one. Grant collects it. Grant for Chaplow. Chaplow trying to hang on to it. Needs support. Gets it from Roche. Roche forward looking for Ian Moore. Grant's trying to get up there alongside him. Grant trying to take this down. He's got Bile there. That's a Burnley free kick. Hence the ironic applause. Thought the defender was all over Ian Moore, though, moments ago.
It certainly looked like, I think, Phil Dowd trying to tell Ian Moore that he was grabbing hold of the defender as well.
Yeah, he's just indicating, wasn't he, to the former Stockport striker that he wasn't having much a hold on the defender as the defender was on him. I'm not certain about that. Anyway, Burnley free kick. There's movement on the Bournemouth bench. It's going to be left for Frank Sinclair. Halfway through the second half, Burnley leading by a goal to nil. Burnley 1, AFC Bournemouth 0. Ball in here from Sinclair, looking for Branch. Branch heads it on. Header away this time by the skipper, Broadhurst. In his Micah Hyde. Looked a foul on Cahill. Thought Cahill was pushed clearly there, but not given. And Wade Elliott coming away with the ball here. Burnley need to win the next one, and there's Tony Grant to win the challenge. Concedes the throw-in. Again, I thought Cahill was found there, Andrew.
They're not getting anything at all this afternoon out of Phil Dowd, and getting disappointing from the referee.
He might be just with the underdog on one or two decisions. Chaplow can't win that. Here's Stock down the left-hand side for the very lively Warren Cummings. Looks a good player coming forward. Back inside. Burnley camped in their own half again, and the space down that left-hand side. Work for Sinclair here as he's run at him, and Sinclair's fouled his man, and Sinclair will go in the book. 12th yellow card of the season for Big Frank. And perhaps even more importantly, it's a free kick in a dangerous position.
Yeah, again, just it's a couple of yards outside the box on that far side, and it's a chance for them to whip one in and perhaps test the Burnley resilience.
As well, I think, going to be made any minute now if we can see the board. It's number 4 being replaced by number 10, so they've gone for height with Steve Fletcher coming on. Off comes Marcus Browning, so they'll go 4-4-2 on 69 minutes. Fletcher's a veteran, of course, got a hat-trick on New Year's Day against Brentford, former striking partner of Steve Cotterill's. He'll give them height in the middle. Dangerous situation. They wanted him on for this free kick, I'm sure. Burnley got some defending to do here. We've had a long pause before this is taken. Fletcher's in there to try and win the ball as well. Swung in, gone towards the near post. He's hit the bar. Burnley will clear it though with Tony Grant. Straight from the free kick, I think. Hit the bar. Burnley live another life. And it is all Bournemouth at the moment. It's back here now with Stock. He finds O'Connor. Gareth O'Connor trying to turn inside Grant. He's gone all the way back to the keeper. It was Stock that hit the bar with that free kick. And what a cracking effort it was. The lad was unlucky.
Yeah, just bounced up and hit the Barkham post, I think it was. So it's decent effort, and Burnley breathe another huge sigh of relief that ain't going.
Yeah, I wonder if Jean-Louis Valois is going to play a part in the game. Burnley not really creating anything at the moment. Chaplow's just gone further forward for the moment. Fletcher's upfield alongside Hayter. They're pushing everybody forward at every opportunity. Cummings almost left wing now. They've got 3 at the back. Ball forward. Chaplow trying to take advantage. Defender to it first. Not the best of first touches from Maher, and he has to knock it into the Bob Lord stand. It's good to see the gaffer's counteracted, hasn't he? He spotted Chaplow can get further forward.
Yeah, a surplus man in midfield now. They've gone to 4-4-2, so it gives young Richard a chance to get up there and support him more.
Yeah, we know the next goal's crucial. I think there's more goals in the game yet. Less than 20 minutes to play though. Burnley leading by a goal to nil, but Bournemouth are giving them a scare. That's aimed towards Roche. He battles to win it. Can he get a cross in? It's an half-decent effort. Defender Purches under pressure from Branch as he headed it out of play. He has. Burnley have got a throw very close to the byline. It'll be left for Mo Camara. Burnley will take the time. Mo Camara will take the throw. Just Fletcher staying up for AFC Bournemouth at the moment. Chance for Camara to launch it. It'll go in the air and plop. It's aimed towards Branch. Got Branch pushed his man there, but chance here bats for Ian Moore. Tried to turn, that had a stray arm. 1 or 2 appeals, but the referee never showed any interest. Sinclair won that ball, did fantastic. Here's Chaplow, just helps it on for Roche. Can Roche get a cross in? Micah Hyde's in the middle alongside Ian Moore. Sinclair gets get that cross in. Hyde will come and challenge. Moss has dropped it, but he collected it the second time of asking. Good ball in from Sinclair, but again, Burnley going to have to defend here. Oh, and they're coming through the middle here with Spicer. Spicer running with the ball. Elliott's available down this right-hand side if he uses him. Does. Here's Elliott. Can he get across in here? Fletcher's in the middle waiting for it. Elliott with the ball in. It's deep towards the far post. Fletcher was pushing at Frank Sinclair, I'm certain of that, but nothing given. Fletcher will chase this. It is Burnley's free kick this time. Fletcher on Roche. Just a little bit worried when the ball came in. Fletcher looked all over Sinclair.
So they did. Phil Dowd obviously oblivious to any of that, and not getting anything out of the official this afternoon.
You've got to battle for everything, I think. This type of situation, the underdogs get a bit of favour. Burnley have got work to do here, leading by a goal to nil. Ian Moore on 17 minutes. The defence absolutely fantastic once again. But Bournemouth almost laying siege on the Clarets' goal at times in this second half. Roche, will he keep that in? He won't. It'll be a throwing on the far side to Bournemouth, just in front of their technical area. It's gone back here to the skipper, Karl Broadhurst, Portsmouth born. I'm sure he's disappointed they lost to Southampton earlier today. Late Peter Crouch penalty. He came to Burnley all those years ago, of course. Here's Purches down this right-hand side, stabs it forward. McGreal wins the header. There's Grant, just tidying up for the moment. Looks for Branch. Branch battling to win the ball. Goes back to Camara. Camara clears it. Well, panicked really with his right foot. Good turn here from Stock. He's fed O'Connor. Cummings getting forward down that left-hand side. Did Grant win the ball there? Might still fall here for Spicer. Real chance for Bournemouth inside the box, but Cahill will clear this. Panic stations a little bit at the back. Good clearance from Cahill.
Yeah, just slipping through the middle, and they're certainly making us work for this last 16 players of Bournemouth, and there's no way they've given up this fight just yet.
Good effort from the underdogs. Is that overhit? McGreal happy just to let that go behind.
It's a case of Steve just watching, seeing if we can try and relieve some of this pressure, and if not, see if we can stick Valois on.
Branch trying to win the header. Might fall here for Micah Hyde. Grant in there, but Hyde's fouled his man. It'll be a free kick inside the centre circle. Phil Dowd, do remember he that twice taken penalty at Sheffield Wednesday when Cook, the keeper, had moved for Cook's first effort. Anyway, down that left-hand side for Cummings, almost a left winger, as I've said time and time again. Swings one in. Fletcher wins the header. Cahill needs to get to the next ball. Does so against Hayter. Shot from Elliott, high over the bar. Hayter's not happy about something. Elliott's played well, but he's been a bit wasteful in front of goal.
He certainly is very wasteful when he's had a sight on goal, and it's a bit disappointing because the rest of his players have been very good this afternoon.
Look back on that Grant effort. Did everything right, didn't he? Just hit the face of the bar. If that had gone in, I think we'd have had a different game.
Yeah, I think it probably knocked the wind out of them early doors in the second half. With Grant's effort dipped in rather than hitting the face of the goal, and it's unfortunate Chaplow already under the ball really when the ball dropped.
Yeah, he was following up, wasn't he? But he got a bit too close to the frame of the goal. Here's Sinclair. Burnley possession here. Ball forward, looking for Ian Moore. Ian Moore trying to head it on. There's Stock again. Just tucks it back to Maher. The Burnley crowd living on their nerves. Fourth round cup tie. Bournemouth pressing on. Here's Fletcher. Good turn. Just got away from McGreal for the moment. It's back here with Stock. Cummings trying to get forward down that left-hand side. Ball inside again, finds Spicer. He's a good player. Again, a quick 1-2. Spicer can't win the next ball. Micah Hyde's in there, but it might fall again for Spicer. Sinclair on hand, and away comes Cahill with the ball. Nodded on for Chaplow. Cahill's trying to continue his run. Chaplow just back to Sinclair, who will complete the clearance. Slices it into the Bob Lord stand. Bournemouth eagerly after the ball to get it back in play. The South Coast club are battling for everything. Micah Hyde back to win that. Here's Sinclair. Hasn't kept it in play, I don't think. It'll be a throw to Bournemouth. And really, it is panic stations at the back at the moment. Burnley got to regroup again. More Bournemouth pressure. They'll try and swing another cross in here with O'Connor, headed away by Grant. Might still fall here for Stock. He helps it on to Purchase, the fullback. He's given it away to Camara. That's handball from Purchase. Phil Dowd points to his chest, and then he's corrected by the linesman. How he saw that, Phil Dowd, because he was blinded by it. It's a free kick to Burnley. Not a good decision from the referee. He pointed to his chest. He didn't see the incident.
Certainly not, and it's certainly favouring the underdogs. Even all the decisions going against Burnley.
It's 11 and 15 now for Ian Moore. But that seems a long time ago, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and say quite a big time out Burnley adding to that.
Here's Ian Moore, the scorer, back to goal, trying to release Roche. Roche back here to Grant. Grant on to Hyde. Again, Burnley can't keep the ball though. And the white shirts of Bournemouth on the counter-attack. Roche just trying to get back on that far side with O'Connor, just inside his own half. Lays it back here to his skip at Broadhurst. Broadhurst will have to go back to his keeper with 12 minutes left to play here. Burnley 1, AFC Bournemouth 0. It's down this right-hand side for Elliott. And Elliott skinned Camara, goes for the ball, trying to get a cross back in there. Headed behind by McGreal, headed away by McGreal. So that'll be a throw-in to Bournemouth. Burnley need to clear this. Micah Hyde battling away in there. Sinclair with the clearance. Chasing it hard is Chaplow, but again Broadhurst will collect it. Again it's with Maher. Broadhurst just helps it on. Burnley sitting back, letting Bournemouth have the possession in their own half. Here's Broadhurst. Cries have come on Burnley. The crowd realise it's very, very tense out there. Broadhurst taking the ball on. It's a nice layoff, a real chance here. That's a good save from Brian Jensen. Need to get to the rebound. Chance for O'Connor again on that far side. Good save from Jensen. Gets the cross in. Fletcher trying to get underneath it. Burnley need to get it away. It's still not clear, but Jensen's collected it. Good save that from O'Connor, wasn't it?
It certainly was. Good work from the Beast. Got it down well, and then very confident coming for that catch.
Got down quickly, did Jensen. It was a fantastic save. And then it was bobbling around for a while after that. There's a foul there by Fletcher, who's going to get booked for dissent. Phil Dowd having none of that. And straight into the book. Fletcher wasn't happy with the dissent. He's a giant of a man. But he was fouling the defender, I'm certain of that. And Phil Dowd, he's not happy. And if that continues, he's going to have to take further action. It's coming forward 10 yards for dissent. So McGreal will take the free kick now inside the centre circle. Still Fletcher bending the ear of the referee. He's gone back now to try and help his defence. Almost a last gasp thought he's going back to defend the set piece. Bournemouth might push up here for the offside, but McGreal lays the ball forward, looking for Branch. Branch trying to flick it on. Might fall here for Micah Hyde. Wraps his right foot round it, but it's easily blocked. Here's Grant forward. He's Chaplow offside. He is. That'll be a free kick to Bournemouth. Well, living on our nerves or what?
Yeah, it's a bit of rest back there, we thought, but it's going to come straight back at us. And Fletcher's still having a word with the referee about that decision that went against him. He's going to have to be careful because he's already on a booking.
Massive lad. McGreal jumps with him. It falls here for Wade Elliott. Wade Elliott will have a run here at Camara, trying to go on the outside of him. Whips in a great cross. Sinclair needs to win the header. He does. Burnley need to win the next ball as well. Cummings up against Hyde. Cummings collects it. Tries to have a bit of time on the ball. Chaplow chasing hard as well. Hyde in there to win the ball. Burnley should clear. They can't at the moment. Great stuff from Bournemouth. Here's Purches trying to help it on. Oh, good interception from Grant. Knocks it back to his keeper. Jensen with the clearance. What a cup tie. What a second half from the underdogs. They've come fighting back. Here's Elliott. Hits it against Grant. Wins himself a throw-in. I make it 8.5 minutes left. There shouldn't be too much time added on. I can't remember the trainers being on. But a long way to go here, Burnley, before they're through. Ball in from Elliott. Oh, and Fletcher's on a header, but straight into the midriff of Brian Jensen. He's got to be careful of that because he pulled away, didn't he, to the fullback Sinclair?
Yeah, just pulled away and, I say, escaped the attentions of Cahill and McGreal there, and a chance for the big man.
Maybe Roche can pick up this loose ball, but Cummings did well. That's a foul. Cummings fouled his man. Just a bit too hasty in the challenge. Burnley have got a free kick. They'll wind the clock down a little bit. Micah Hyde over the ball. No sign of any changes from Burnley at the moment. It's gone down the right-hand side for Lee Roche. Chaplow's in the middle. Ian Moore's there as well. Looks to try and dig out across. Cahill was in there. Will this fall for Camara? Heads it on, finds Hyde. Hyde needs to chip one into the box perhaps here. He's got nobody wide, has to go back to Sinclair. Sinclair will launch this, finds Grant in fact with a shorter ball. Grant helps it on down that right hand side for Chaplow. Good first touch from Richard Chaplow. Dummies the cross, but runs into his man, and Cummings has won this one. Comes away with the ball. Hyde thought about sliding in. Cummings helps it on, but Sinclair to it first. Burnley need to win every ball in there, and Hyde's in there to try and do that. But Bournemouth collects the loose ball again. Here's the dangerous Spicer, who looks a real player through the middle. Branch trying to get back. Spicer trying to lay it off. There's cover there though, and that's good work from Frank Sinclair. And it's a free kick to Bournemouth. Branch must have caught his man. Branch on Spicer. Free kick central. Gary Cahill's got the man of the match, but there's still some time to play here, and this is a dangerous free kick central. What, 30 yards, 35 yards from goal? Wow. I think Stock, who's already hit the bar with the set piece, is probably going to take this. So Cummings is there as well. The Wall will have to go back, and the Wall's got a job to do here. Bournemouth are looking to follow on this as well. Cummings is perhaps going to hit it. Or is it Stock? It's one of the two. Referee Phil Dowd's happy with the Wall again. Real chance here for Bournemouth. Central in front of goal. Free kick. Down blows. Stock hits it. It's a good effort, but an easy save in the end for Jensen. Just on his toes, just watching the ball, and the Beast took that very easily.
Yeah, easy for Brian Jensen there. No real trouble. Just stood still in an easy catch in the end, but again, a lot of effort from Bournemouth, but not a lot of final product, thankfully.
No, they've wasted one or two chances in front of goal. Roche is chasing this furiously. It's cleared by the defence. Again down that left-hand side. Burnley got to try and win some ball and keep possession here. Is that a free kick? It's a throw-in, I think, on the far side. Good work again from Ian Moore working back. The Cherries have got a throw with just over 5 minutes to play. FA Cup fourth round. One or two fans leaving in front of us. I can't quite believe that, because this is on a knife edge. It's with Stock again. He's hit the bar in the second half. Just over 5 minutes to play. Again coming through the middle. This is dangerous. And ball through the middle, but Jensen will come out and collect it. Cahill hurdles his keeper. Hayter was on hand as well. They're not happy with the challenge, the Burnley lads. The referee saying, let's just get on with it. I think Hayter maybe just was a touch late on the keeper. There's a bit of argy-bargy, and Fletcher's involved. The referee will have to keep an eye on that. Clearance here from Jensen. Header, I thought I was going to say won by Cummings, but he made a bit of a mess of that. Ian Moore on hand to win the ball. Here's Roche, Chaplow with him as well. Gives it back to Ian Moore. Branches in the middle. Uses Roche again. Hyde will be under pressure here. Can't dally on the ball. Uses Chaplow. Chaplow back to Hyde. Hyde on again to Richard Chaplow. Chaplow quickly on to Roche. Can Roche get a cross in here? Finds Hyde. Bit of space inside the box. Uses Roche again. Cross in. Looking for Branch towards the far post. If Branch can get there. Hooks it back in. Oh, an header over from Ian Moore. It was a real chance. He was stretching backwards. He was in front of goal. Maybe 3 yards out. Just too high, I think, for him.
Yeah, just having to strain to get it, but good work from Branch to keep it in, and a decent cross from Lee Roche.
See Alan Connell, that's one sub. Off comes Purches. We'll just get these right. This is going to be a little bit complicated. And we think and also coming on, I think, is Derek Holmes. We'll get that confirmed. Yeah, Holmes is on. I think Hayter went off in all of that. We'll get confirmation of that. It was Hayter that came off. He had a chance early on in the first half as well. Ball forward. Branch will try and win it. But fall here for Wade Elliott. We're inside the final 4 minutes. Elliott, good cross in. Fletcher's coming towards the far post with the header. Oh, it's a tip over from Jensen. Fine save. Good header from the big man Fletcher. And that was very close.
It was Jensen leaning backwards, had to knock that from almost from under his bar, and decent header from the big man, but an equally fine save by Brian Jensen.
Corner counts 4-4 now. Bournemouth have got a posse of men just on the edge of the box. It's swung in. Jensen collects us. Good catch. Oh, he's played an important part in the last few minutes. Made his mind, he was coming for that. He was going to win the ball. Big kick forward. Only Chaplow up at the moment for Burnley, but Grant should pick up this loose ball. Try to find Chaplow, but he's overhit. That'll be a throw to Bournemouth. 2.5 minutes left in this one. Bournemouth have used all their substitutes now. Stop trying to help it on. Grant in there to win the next ball. Here's Chaplow. Back to Grant. Grant trying to stab it wide for Roche. He's done well to keep that in. Hooks it forward left-footed. Ian Moore trying to turn his man. Has he won a free kick? He hasn't. It's gone against him. It's a throw-in, I think, to Bournemouth. Not happy with the ball boy because they couldn't get the ball quickly enough. Here's Cummings. Going to get it back. Is Warren Cummings. Inside. Finds Spicer. Been very impressed with him. This time Grant wins the ball. Wins the challenge. Branch comes away with it. Comes inside. Got caught there by Stock. And Stock's lucky because he's already been yellow carded. Burnley played on quickly. They did him a favour there. Camara trying to put a cross in. And that's going to be a corner. I think Burnley did Stock a favour there.
Yeah, I think if we'd have been would have stopped and they'd have been time, I think Mr. Dowd had certainly to give him a stern talking to and perhaps a second yellow.
Before he had time to think, Burnley took the free kick quickly. Unusual for side one up in the last few minutes of a cup tie, but they did. Bournemouth have kept 3 up. It's an unusual situation at this corner. Cahill's in the middle. It's worth putting a ball in, I would imagine, to see if Cahill can win the header. It's chipped in towards the near post and headed behind again. Another Burnley corner. These are precious minutes, I guess, wasted at the Bournemouth end.
Yeah, it's just keeps at that end, and Fletcher trying to get it back a bit over eagerly, I think, there.
Just booted the ball at pace, and he really should have been going, I think, for that. Referee very lenient. Branch flicks it on. Burnley need to try and get there. Cahill trying to win the ball. It's hooked away. Can Hyde get there? Hyde chasing it. Flicked on by the Bournemouth player, and Burnley under pressure here. Cahill gets back, ball forward. There's no offside flag there against Ian Moore, but it's gone through to Moss. We're inside the final minute, inside the final 30 seconds, in fact. Burnley ready to make a substitution. Trying to win every ball now. There's Fletcher battling away with Roche. Tries to help it on. McGreal should get there ahead of Elliott. Did Elliott push in there? McGreal trying to head it out of play. It's a throw to Bournemouth. Elliott will look to get this in the box. In there already Connell and Holmes. Fletcher joining them. Maher getting in there as well. It's gone back to the taker. Elliott looks to get a crossing, deflected by Branch. Still could fall in here for O'Connor. He lays it back. Ball in there. That's over the top. Effort from Stock. And that'll be a goal kick. And Burnley about to make a change, and it is John Louis Valois.
Talking change, I think, just to run down the clock a little bit, I think.
John Louis Valois to come on. Chaplow to come off. Nothing against Chaplow. I think he was the furthest away.
Yeah, I think it's fair. 2 minutes of added time as well. The fourth official just indicating, but I think it's just a case of wasting a bit of time there, and he's the furthest man away.
Bournemouth are not happy. They're surrounding the referee. They think Burnley are wasting time. Connell's been very vocal in there. Valois on. It is a substitution. Chaplow wasn't walking off. He did applaud the crowd. He's entitled to do that. We're into the time added on, and I make it, we've played already a minute of the 2 added on, but I'm sure there'll be more to add on in addition to the 2. It's a minimum of 2. Branch wins the header. Ian Moore chasing this. Will collect it. He's got Valois with him if he wants to use him. Ian Moore has a shot, and it's gone! Ian Moore! He's finished the tie. What a good effort, right-footed. His FA Cup record gets better and better. Good night, Bournemouth. Burnley won it. Burnley 2, AFC Bournemouth 0. And Ian Moore's got them both.
Good strike that from Morrow. He's could have played it into Valois, took it inside. Good strike, and all Bournemouth's complaints about time wasting gone by the wayside now. 2-0, just probably about a minute of added time left.
5th of the season. This record gets better and better. It's 12 in 15 in the FA Cup for Burnley. He's back amongst the goals, and I don't think there's much to play in this game now. We've certainly had the 2 minutes of added time now. Here's Micah Hyde. Got foul there, I thought. Ian Moore collects it again. Maybe he fancies a hat-trick. Goes down in the centre circle. It's a free kick to Burnley. Again, Bournemouth aren't happy. Fantastic win, and we're going to be through to the 5th round.
A very professional performance, I think. Just couldn't underestimate Bournemouth. We knew it was going to be hard, and we showed them enough respect and just treated them like any other Championship side. Shaun
O'Driscoll maybe think his keeper should have done better with the second. He seemed to get a hand to it, But Ian Moore is back amongst the goals. Took a bit of stick in recent weeks, but it's 5 for the season now for him, and he's chasing this ball in the corner. He does it so well. Loose ball finds Valois, skips past one man, does Jean-Louis Valois. Still got the ball under control. Done fantastic there as the Frenchman. So he's being fouled, I thought, there as well. Elliott trying to explain he got the ball, but he went through the man to do it. Free kick to Burnley. And that should be just about it, Andrew.
Yeah, not long now, just seconds remaining now, I think. And it's a well-worked victory for Burnley, very well deserved. Took the chance when we had him on the back foot for much of the second half, but at the end of the day, very professional performance this afternoon for the club.
Yeah, there can't be. There must be seconds to add on here. Phil Dowd hasn't had another look at his watch. Bournemouth have nicked the ball off Micah Hyde with Derek Holmes. Ball down this right-hand side for Connell. He's got it back inside for Spicer, who's running through the middle. McGreal got a touch on that. That's a foul, surely, by Spicer. He pulled his man back, but the corner's given. No, I think he has given a free kick. Needed the linesman to intervene again.
Yeah, and Clarence to make another substitution. Probably just to waste the last few seconds here.
Yeah, further substitution here for Burnley. Is it Ian Moore to go off? The referee said, well, hang on a minute. I've blown for the full time. Is he? I thought he was going to do for a moment. Ian Moore going off, getting a standing ovation. And you can see his confidence is back the way he jogs off the pitch. Fantastic effort for Ian Moore. And it's Joel Pilkington to replace him. Just got a couple of seconds. We're bang on time, I think, here now. I think this is going to be it. That's your full-time whistle. Burnley have won it by 2-0. My word, we were hanging on in the second half, but we're through.
Yeah, hanging on, but probably hit them against the run of play in the second half. But it's another clean sheet as well. It's an amazing run of clean sheets. And
what about that for a start? 665 minutes at home now without a goal.
Really good going he's had. It's excellent from the Clarets, and certainly well-deserved victory.
Yeah, Jermaine Defoe, the last player to score against Burnley here at Turf Moor. And you've got to go all the way back, I think November the 9th for that one. Burnley done fantastic again in defence today. Ian Moore with both the goals on 17 minutes. Good cross in from Graham Branch. Just inches out, Ian Moore. Header home. That was 1-0. Fantastic effort from the underdogs of Bournemouth, and they're getting a great reception from the Burnley fans as well here. They battled ever so hard in the second half, but right on 90 minutes, Ian Moore got his second, and he's 12 in 15 in FA Cup games for Burnley. A good shot from right side, good shot, right-footed. The keeper just couldn't keep it out, and that was in the bottom corner. Burnley had won the game by 2-0. They're through to the 5th round. The draw's at 1:30 on Monday. Let's hope for a good tie, a plum tie for the Clarets. Great news here then from Turf Moor. Burnley won it 2-0. Burnley 2, AFC Bournemouth 0. Ian Moore got them both. We'll see you next Saturday for the Leeds game. Don't forget, 12:30 kick-off for that one. See you soon.